remembering Woody Flowers, National Coming Out Day, new events are being posted including single day events, and a new Rapid React teaser. All this and more coming up on your FRC Updates Now.
Giving you a voice.
Making it loud our own way.
Welcome to the fun.
We'd like to thank Stryker for their continued support of FRC Updates Now. Stryker's internship portal is now open and available. Discover internships and rotational programs located around the world, including their headquarters in Michigan, when you go to careers.stryker.com and click on Students and Graduates. We'd also like to thank Kettering University. Kettering University is where robotics students come for their education. Over 30% of those who attend Kettering University were in high school robotics, and you can keep going with their BattleBots, VexU, esports, and FIRST mentorship programs. If you are a U.S. student grades 8 through 12, scan the QR code to stay up to date on info and events happening at Kettering and get a free Kettering t-shirt when you sign up by December 12th, 2021. Welcome to FRC Updates Now for October 11th, 2021. I'm your host, Tyler Olds. 2 years ago, Dr. Woody Flowers passed away, and as we reflect back on his memory and legacy that he's left behind, many of us can't even believe that it's been 2 years since we've been without Woody, and yet, at the same time, many of us remember Woody like he's still with us right now. The legacy that he leaves behind, not only the impact that he's had in the FIRST community, but the STEM community abroad and everybody else that he's had an opportunity to impact. For those of us who have been in FIRST for a long time, can't think of a time without Woody Flowers, and he will live with many of us for the rest of our years. The impact that he has had has been absolutely incredible, and if you've had an opportunity to speak to Woody in person before, you know what a warm individual he was, how he took the time to listen to what you had to say, to make you feel like a special individual, like he was actually taking the time to listen to you, and he truly was out there. And for those of you who didn't have an opportunity to meet Dr. Flowers, I encourage you to go and look and listen to some of his speeches that he's had out there, not only in FIRST, but those beyond as well too, and to listen to the incredible impact that he's had. There's many great tribute videos out there if you'd like to learn more about Dr. Woody Flowers' impact out there. The one that's playing right now is from us here at FRC Updates Now that was gathered by the Fun and FIRST community. But no matter how you remember Woody, we hope that he's had a great impact on you. And those interested, Walk Like Woody Days on Tuesday, October 12th. You can learn more about that in the FRC blog. It's National Coming Out Day today on October 11th, 2021, and our friends at AnyMark have paired up with the Rainbow STEM Alliance and LGBTQ+ of FIRST to create these awesome pronoun pins. And if this is something that speaks to you, make sure you go pick one up on AnyMark's website. I'm wearing mine here on my hat myself, and really do commend LGBTQ+ of FIRST, the Rainbow STEM Alliance, and AnyMark for helping provide a great environment where those can feel included, and make sure that you are doing what you can to make sure that everybody that's part of your team is feeling included as well. Regionals and districts are being added, and many more have come up recently, with 177 events now available on the FIRST website for you to view. Big thing that we'll be talking about, of course, event preferencing coming up on October 14th, single day events as well, which we'll be mentioning. But let us know in the comments which events you plan on going to this year. I'm looking at hopefully attending an event every single weekend, so I hope to see you at an event, and can't wait to get back into the rhythm of official events being back in person safely as well, and can't wait to see which events you're planning on going to. Speaking of which, FIRST announced single day events coming up. There's a couple district areas, including the Chesapeake and Ontario district, and even some regional events like the Festival de Robotics that will be going to single day events this year. These events are meant to have 20 or less teams and keep robot gameplay to a single day. Something that's quite interesting to note, two things, that allowing judging to be fully remote if they so choose, and teams do have the option to potentially participate in back-to-back events over the weekend. So there's kind of two main things to unpack here. One is just to see, is this a better model potentially for teams to go to, even past COVID, past pandemic as well? I'll be interested to see how the reaction responses to teams. But then the other thing, from a safety precaution standpoint, it is interesting that FIRST is allowing teams to go to back-to-back events over the weekend, and we'll see how that works out, what safety protocols are put in place. But single-day events, a very interesting decision, and something that I'm interested to see how it unpacks in the 2022 season. Before we get to our next team, let's thank long-term partner Stryker for the continued support of FRC Updates Now.
So Striker internships are opening up right now. If you're interested in getting an awesome paid internship, they actually cover your housing as well, so you get an opportunity to potentially travel to many different places. Their headquarters in Michigan, but they have places in so many locations, and you got to check them out. So go to careers.stryker.com. Click underneath where their internships are. Of course, if you're looking past an internship, your first job, or looking for a career later on, Striker is a top paying place that actually believes in you being in first. So make sure you go check them out at careers.stryker.com to learn more. Many dates and deadlines are coming up that your team needs to be aware of, and making sure that your team lead is up to date in their dashboard. Event prep for senior will be starting on October 14th at noon Eastern, with, of course, other things coming up. Drive Base opt-out window, where your team can opt out of the Drive Base for an Annie Mark gift card. Pre-kickoff vouchers coming up, virtual kits. Kickoff itself, where you're going to be picking up your kit of parts as well, will be opening up soon as well. So making sure that your team is up to date, making sure that your team lead is also up to date and has all these events and calendars down, making sure, reach out to them to make sure that all this is set up, because you do not want to miss out on these very important dates. The Rapid React Teaser 1 dropped last week, and we can't wait to see what your reactions are to this game coming up. You can find out our full breakdown on our YouTube page at FRC Updates Now, and seeing some of the interesting game pieces that may or may not be included in this year's game. We saw football in here, or something that looked very similar to that, so it'll be cool to see what happens for that. FRC has also announced that there's going to be multiple teasers, so making sure that you check that out near the end of October, and we'll be breaking down that one as well. So really excited to see Rapid React coming very soon. Love the new teasers that FRC is creating, getting all the ideas going. Most of them will probably be wrong, right? But we can't wait to talk more about what's going on with Rapid React. The safety animation will be opening back up for the 2022 season, starting on October 22nd and going through December 2nd. Make sure you submit your safety animation award. This is something you haven't done before. It's a great opportunity to get involved in digital animation. This is the winning one last year from team number 6348. And Underwriters Laboratories said that they will be providing some prizes to the winner and finalist team. So if safety and animation is something you're interested in getting more involved in, make sure you get your safety animation award submitted. Before we get to our next headline, let's thank our sponsor, Kettering University. And here you can learn a bit more about how you can graduate debt-free at Kettering.
When I was considering where to go to college, one of the biggest things for me was figuring out how I was going to be able to pay for college. And it wasn't really until I came to Kettering to one of the Dog Days of Summer events that I figured out how I was going to be able to do that. And it was actually because of this senior chemical engineering student. She was getting ready to graduate, and she had told me about all of her phenomenal experiences, both on co-op and here on campus. But more importantly, she told me that she was going to graduate debt-free. And that was an eye-opener for me. That was the first time I'd ever heard that from a college student, and so that's when I knew that I was sold. So really from there, as soon as I came to Kettering, I knew that that was going to be my goal. I wanted to graduate debt-free. And I did that through a variety of ways. First, of course, the co-op experience was a tremendous help, but I even looked at ways to work here on campus. So I was a federal work study student. I worked in a variety of organizations, and that not only gave me the extra funds, but also different opportunities to meet people and understand our resources here at Kettering. Also looking at scholarships not only here at Kettering University, but even from my hometown and other sources, all of this cumulatively helped me to graduate debt-free.
The roboRio 2.0 was made available to purchase, but did quickly sell out on the Annie Mark website. Right now, this is currently estimated to be back in stock on November 3rd, 2021. If this is something your team is looking at purchasing for the 2022 season, we do highly encourage you to click the sign up for a notification when available at the Annie Mark website, in case there are future supply chain or inventory issues where your team might not be able to get one. So make sure you get that signed up so you can get one of those right away for the 2022 season. FRC has announced the first Educators Recognition Program, which will be recognizing multiple teachers between pre-K and grades 12. If your team is interested in submitting a teacher, a few different prerequisites that you have to do for that. They do have to be a pre-K through 12 teacher. The person submitting must be age of 13 or over, or have a parent or guardian's permission to submit. But educators must also be demonstrating an outstanding commitment to expanding access to FRC programs and are engaging students in STEM classroom or after-school activities. Those who are selected may have an opportunity to serve as a FIRST Educator Ambassador and beyond. So if you're interested in submitting a teacher, we're very excited and happy that FIRST is providing this type of opportunity for more teachers to be recognized. Make sure you submit for this program. And wrapping up, there are still many FRC off-season events taking place, including this upcoming weekend. You can check out quite a few. We haven't confirmed all these events happening quite yet, but looking forward to the Battle of Baltimore, RoboCon Day 1 and Day 2, and Title Tumble are events that we've confirmed so far, but other events listed right now on the Blue Alliance website is Duel on the Delaware and Woodie Recharge as well. The RoboCon and Title Tumble will be premiering on FRC Updates Now. RoboCon will be on our YouTube page. Title Tumble will be on our Twitch page. So if you're interested in that, you of course can watch on the Blue Alliance or check us out at twitch.tv/FRC Updates Now and youtube.com/FRC Updates Now. And that's going to wrap up your FRC Updates Now for October 11th, 2021. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure you give us a like. It really does help. Click the subscribe button to stay up to date on FRC Updates Now videos. And if you ring the bell, you'll get a notification each time that we drop a new video. Let your comments below on which FRC events you're going to be attending, or of course any other major events that we need to be aware of. You can also submit that to our Discord at discord.gg/FRC Updates Now, or email us at admin@FRCUpdatesNow.com. For FRC Updates Now, I'm Tyler Olds, and we'll see you next time.
Thanks to Kettering University for their support of this video. Don't just sit in class. Kettering University is the only school in the U.S. that allows you to work as an engineer your first year with their 3-month on, 3-month off co-op programs. If you are a U.S. student grades 8 through 12, scan the QR code to stay up to date on info and events happening at Kettering and get a free Kettering t-shirt when you sign up by December 12th, 2021. We'd like to thank Stryker for their continued support of FRC Updates Now. Stryker's internship portal is now open and available. Discover internships and rotational programs located around the world, including their headquarters in Michigan, when you go to careers.stryker.com and click on Students and Graduates. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring the bell to stay up to date on our new videos. Keep the conversation going and provide your input to our content. Watch our live shows at twitch.tv/FRC Updates Now. Join our Discord at discord.gg/FRC Updates Now. And check out Fun FTC on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And FRC Updates Now on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter.